Hey guys, it's Mikko from XBYA Gaming, and I am bringing you something different today. I am playing the Initial D version, or the Initial D Street version. I'm sorry, how does it go? I think it's Initial D Street version for the PSP. Now, there's something I want to point out on this game that's really pretty cool. It's an arcade port, it sort of looks like it, from the arcade Initial D third stage. Oh no, I'm sorry, there you go. This game actually on the PSP is called Initial D Street Stage. So I was saying the original game was a port from the arcade version, and to be honest, I'm really amazed on how they brought that game into the PSP and made it look good. However, it's only a Japanese or Asian title. I say Asian because that's how it was labeled in an article I read about this game. I forgot what it was, but the graphics here is okay. It's pretty decent for a PSP game. But what shocked me, what got me the most when I bought this game, was the way the track looks almost exactly like the arcade version. Now I'm using the 8.6 right here. I'm racing against Iggy, what we call in the game, and I think it's Itsuki in the anime. As you can see here, it has rain. It can go from cloudy weather to night to dark to sunny. And it also has the wet or dry option on the road. The one thing I really don't like about the game though is the lack of controls, the very hard, it's not hard, it's just a very complicated method of steering, because one, the joystick doesn't really help, to be honest, and two, I'm stuck with the directional pads because my joystick broke. Now the directional pads, it feels a lot harder to control the car, because you know, in the arcade version, for those who know it, it's easier to move the car around and drive the car without worrying about oversteering or too much steering. I don't know the oversteering, understeering, whatever it is, but what I mean is you can turn without worrying about putting too much pressure on the car to make it go too left or too right. I think the directional pads has a set turning number. So when I turn, I have to tap that, and it's like tapping left, tapping right, to make sure it looks to stable the car. Now, one thing about this game also that's different from the arcade version is that if you win in this game, you don't get points, you get cards, and the cards determine if you're gonna get upgrades or you're gonna get character bios or anything related to the story. So it's not always a guarantee you're gonna get a car upgrade. You keep that in mind. Because in the arcade version, if you win a race, you get points, and you have to reach a certain amount of points to get a car part, and that part gets implemented to your car right away. Unlike this one, you have to go to the garage setting on the menu and manually equip the parts to yourself. Now, the one thing I also want to point out in this game is that it's in Japanese. There's no English title. I believe I mentioned this earlier in the video. It's very fun actually. And one thing you have to note, that a lot of the Japanese games, I'm not sure if all, most of the let's say most of the OK buttons, like the X button for PSP or PS3 users or PS2 users, what we usually press X for is circle. So if you want to advance, let's say you want to advance to a next menu, you have to press circle. I've been pressing X all this time thinking I was going to get through the thing, but all I kept doing was going back to the menu, back to the menu. So keep that in mind with this game. Overall, it has a whole bunch of stages. I think it's complete with all the stages as it was on the third stage, because I've only played the first two stages. And like I said, this game is pretty amazing for a port onto the PSP. I'm sorry. And as you can see here, I won the race. I win. Yay. I'm sorry for the lack of enthusiasm when I'm making this video, because it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I cannot sleep. I decided to find a recording software for the PSP, and I found one. However, the recording is not as good as I thought it would be. I missed a car part. See that middle thing? The middle card. Anyways, if you have more questions, leave them in the comment or subscribe so I can see more, so you guys can see more videos. And this is Mikko. I'm signing out. See you guys next week. I'm gonna probably upload some more of this. Laters.